Hi, so now we're going to talk about how Louis Armstrong played his actual instrument. He had a cornet and he had a trumpet. So how did he play that? Well, first he made sure that he had this rhythm underneath in the bass and in the drums called a swing and beat. So you had this long, short, long, short, long, short, long rhythm. Long, short, long. Do, 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 long, short, long, short, long, short, long. So he would have this long, short rhythm. He also had blues characteristics in the chords and the scale that he would use. So sometimes he would have some blues accidentals in there. He would use improvisation, that means making something off of the top of his head, and then he would have syncopation, which is new. So having the swing beat and syncopation is going to be new because they had improvisation before, but this time they're going to make it funner by having the syncopation. That means there's notes off the beat. Get used to that. So it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 1, da, 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 off the beat. To make it a little bit more fun. Depending on what the theme is, it might be, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, how I want to be in that number, when the saints go marching in, instead of, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints, right? That's a little bit more boring. When you syncopate it and make the rhythms off the beat, it's more exciting. So he also used a high range in his playing. So he wouldn't just focus on the lower parts of the trumpet. He wouldn't just focus here. He would go up here. So you'd go up higher and jazz it up a little bit. The way also he played his instrument was very clear. Now his singing voice was raspy. His playing was clean and clear, and it could go through you in a warm way as well. He would also do collective improvisation, which means his whole band was going to figure out a theme that they heard for the first time. So one dude just plays a theme, like something like this. That's a very easy theme. And then they make a whole different song out of it. Rocking out. So they would just make chords and everyone would learn the melody together, and then they would figure out what sounded good, what didn't, and it was happening as people were listening in the audience. Collective improvisation. They also sometimes used a beginning riff in the beginning of a piece called cadenza, which was used back in the classical European music that we know of, like Chopin and Liszt and Mozart. They would have these long, beautiful, very hard technical solos at the very beginning to give you an idea of what the sound's going to sound like, the song's going to sound like, and then it would go straight into it. And the most important thing is they had a theme, a main idea, and then they just had fun. We're going to listen to a song called Tiger Rag, and you're going to hear a cadenza in the beginning, and then you're going to hear the main theme played, and then you hear them improvising. And when they improvise, you're going to hear a loud and clear melody from the trumpet. You're going to hear improvisation by using some blues tones. You're going to hear syncopation notes off the beat, not all wonky and just boring. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hear ba, da, Da da ba. Now some notes are going to be on the beat too, but you know, you're going to hear a high range opposed to a very low range. You're going to hear swing beats, and you're going to hear some of those blues tones in the music as well. So enjoy Tiger Rag.